Whew. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight on the show to talk about Dodgers game, game 75 here tonight, my only recap. What another roller coaster here, man. Padres, they take an early 1-0 lead, but then the Dodgers have been quiet through 4 innings, but then they get 3 runs in the 5th off Kolek. And then it was pretty quiet most of this game offensively for San Diego after the 2nd inning. But in the 9th inning, they get 2 runs there in the 9th. I think Muncy had an error. Some sloppy defense, I thought. I don't think that had anything really to do with Robleski. I thought he was fine, the 5 innings. Only gave up 1 run. I thought he was pretty impressive tonight. Besides that 9th inning, he was just mowing down hitters. After Emmett Sheen's start, which we'll talk about, I was very impressed with his start. But Will Smith with the walk-off. I thought Tatis was going to rob it. Will Smith almost hit a homer the pitch before. And then on the 0-2 pitch, he walks it off. We just own this rivalry, man. Tatis made a good effort, but his defense was not good really in right field in this game. I thought he really had a chance to try and rob it. But it went over the wall, thankfully. And you can say, nothing ever goes wrong to this team. Things do go wrong with this team, specifically injuries. It's just the Dodgers when they've needed late game offense against the Padres in this series, they've had it. The Padres, they've stayed within reach, but we've really feel like dominated. We just dominate them, man. It is what it is. I'd say the best catcher in the National League. By far. And he's going to get in the All-Star game really easily. But yeah, I think he had he was supposed to have an off day, but it was a tie game, so we used him as a pinch hitter, and he walked it off. 1 for 1 with a homer, I believe his 8th of the year. It's so good to have a catcher that can hit, because most catchers in the MLB are just not really good, to be honest. Besides, the 2 best hitters are Cal Raleigh and Will Smith, and it's not even close. But it's just crazy. Xander Bogaerts finally comes through in the 9th, and they still lost. He should have maybe sent him home. Maybe. I don't know how Lockridge didn't score there. But yeah, let's talk about Emmett Sheen. At least we had 2 pitchers to cover 9 innings. We didn't have to use a reliever. I would have preferred to go 1 in the 9th. But there was an error, and that probably would have ended the game. There was an error there that might have ended the game sooner. But I'm not upset with Justin Robleski about this, man. Wasn't his fault. I thought he pitched fine, And I kind of like him in this role. I'm not upset with Justin Robleski about this. The game is over if the play is made at second. They didn't make a play at second. Robleski was pitching fine, and if it would have been over if you don't have the misfortune with Edman and Muncy. He pitched really good. The mistake by Muncy and Edman really changed the whole outlook. Maybe we should have had somebody up. Just because a couple good innings for once means nothing. Well, who do you want to cover those innings? You want our taxed bullpen to cover those innings when Justin Robleski was pitching excellent, and this is the role he's kind of excelled at? It was 5 innings, 2 runs, only 1 earned because of the error. And I'm pretty sure our whole bullpen's going to be available for tomorrow. The width between the Dodgers and the Padres has become clear. The Dodgers have won 3 in a row with 2 bullpen games. And Emmett Sheen / Justin Robleski complete game. Take a bow, man. Today would have been 3 out of 4 for both Vesey and Yates, so they wanted to stay away from them. And people are going to blame Dave Roberts. I would put, trust me, if there was something wrong with the Dave Roberts decision, I would be all over it. But you want our tax bullpen to go, you want our tax bullpen to cover 5th, 6th, 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. Come on, be for real here, man. That error is why the play wasn't going before. And we have bullpen games, and only 2 pitchers available tonight. We won 3 straight, man. Like, and our big 3 hasn't really contributed much. That just shows how much depth this lineup has. And if these 3, if Ohtani and Betts and Freeman kind of get out of slumps, this lineup is going to be just unbeatable, man. But yeah, I thought Robleski was fine. You know, he goes 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, struck out 3. Thought he was good in those 5 innings. If work. Thought he was great. It's a tough one. With that hard of the order due up, I would have maybe gone to someone in the pen, but with that said, I felt he would have got it. If you don't make that error. I mean, you need to rest someone, man. Like, rest the bullpen, because they're, like, taxed. Like, they had the most innings in the MLB. I mean, Tommy Edman didn't have errors, but he made some mistakes for sure. But yeah, Robleski was good. 5 innings, only 1 earned run. How about we talk about Emmett Sheen? 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, 6 strikeouts for Emmett Sheen. Looked really impressive with 6 strikeouts, man. Hold on, let me get his lineup here. Yeah, he was filthy, man. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks. He struck out 6, had 10 whiffs. I think on the broadcast said the most they've had in about half a week. So he was fantastic. 4 innings, about the pitch limit Dave Roberts said, around 60. So great first outing for Emmett Sheen. Like I'd said, he looked good in his rehab assignments, and he looked good tonight against Emmett Sheen. If he stays healthy, he's going to be a big piece of the pitching staff. That run should have been unearned because it was an error that they didn't call, but only the 1 earned run. He was fantastic. You build him up more. If he can stay healthy, and then you have Shohei build up, and then Snell and Glasnow back, and also you have Yamamoto, it's going to be such a scary rotation for other teams. But he was cruising through this lineup, really. Yeah, Fernando Tatis in right field. Yeah, defense was not good today, man. He had that misplay in the 5th inning, and then he slips, and then Muncy gets the 3rd, and then sacrifice flies. That cost the Padres a run right there. Dalton Rushing, another good positive. He delivered with a 2 RBI single in that 5th inning, part of that 3-run 5th. 111 off the bat. So, some kinds of start the inning, some bad defense, but then the Dodgers made the Padres pay. And it stayed 3-1 after the 5th inning. Diaz had a single in the 1st, and the 5th, the Padres single, or the sac fly, excuse me, the 2 runs from Rushing single. It stayed 3-1. Nobody was really doing anything. Dodgers had some chances. Shohei left the bases loaded, and he hasn't even done anything besides game 1. Last 2 games, he's been pretty quiet. Well, I mean, to be fair, today he did hit two balls that should have been homers, but whatever. But Robleski was good. Emmett Sheen was great. Like I said, he's gonna be great. Ha-Sung Kim got 2 at bats, and he had a double. But once again, he gets pinch hit for, and I'm kind of getting sick of this where they're pinch hitting him. He hasn't started in, 2 games? They do this shit. Don't start him for 2 games. They give him 2 at-bats when he starts and take him out. Like, he had a higher OPS against lefty in the minor leagues. I just don't get the flat-out refusal to give him a shot against lefties in the big league. Like, he's that good. Like, I'm sorry, man. Do they not want to hurt Conforto's feelings? Fuck his feelings. I like Kike Hernandez, but he hasn't been good versus lefties this year. I swear, has he got a hit? Has Kike got a hit when they pinch hit Ha-Sung Kim for him? I swear, dude. The mismanagement is just not good, man. The mismanagement has just been bad with Ha-Sung. That's the only negative I'll say. But Anyways, a strong return to the mound for Emmett Sheen, and the Dodgers are one game away from completing a stretch of 29 consecutive games against teams with real postseason aspirations, and they went 17-11. So this is well, they really haven't had starting pitching. And where were those fans scared of the fucking schedule? When after we've been struggling, they've actually been good during this stretch of games. But yeah, I found the Dodgers have competed very well against they competed very well during these stretch of games, and they've extended their NL West lead. They've extended it to 4 games over San Francisco, 6 over San Diego, now 9 over Arizona. So they've extended their lead in this division, playing some very good ball. And Will Smith is 4 for 7 as a pinch hitter this year, which is good. A good decision to actually pinch hit him there. I didn't think he was going to. But yeah, Emmett Sheen and Justin Verlander pitched very well tonight. Only 2 earned runs and combined for 9 strikeouts over those 9 innings. So the Dodgers get their 46th win. They've guaranteed a series win. So I hope they get the sweep tomorrow with Yamamoto, but we'll see. 7 hits, 4 runs today for the Dodgers, 3 in the 5th, and then 1 in the 9th to walk it off. Also had 1 error. Ohtani 0 for 4 last 2 games. I mean, yesterday was he struck out 4 times. He hit the ball hard twice. I don't know, I guess it just didn't carry tonight. Mookie Betts 0 for 3 and a walk. Freeman 1 for 4. Teoscar 0 for 4. Muncy 1 for 2. 2 walks and a run scored for Muncy. Paez 1 for 2 and RBI. He got hit by a pitch again, but another RBI for him. Edman 1 for 4. Kim 1 for 2 and scored a run. Hernandez was 0 for 1. Kike. Will Smith 1 for 1. An RBI, the slow homer to walk it off, and rushing 1 for 2 walk, and he had 2 RBIs. He had a 2 RBI single and a nice walk. I mean, Ohtani struck out, but that was a nice plate appearance. So, also some good stuff from Dalton Rushing tonight. Some good things throughout this lineup. But Will Smith, walk off. Padres dropped to 39-34. They had 7 hits for 3 runs, scored 1 in the 2nd, and then 2 in the 9th. Rallied, but didn't matter. Robert Suarez, giving up the walk-off there. And the Padres dropped to 39-34. Stephen Kolek was, besides that 5th inning, I thought he was good. 6.1 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So we could have asked more than him. Couldn't have asked more. Thought he done as good as he could have. Wandy Peralta, 0.2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Big strikeout of Ohtani. David Morgan, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Robert Suarez, 0.1 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, no strikeouts. He's really struggled his last 2 outings, man. He gives up those 5 runs to Arizona, and then he gives up the walk-off tonight to Will Smith. So their pitching was good. It's just the Dodgers, just finding late game offense. Tatis was 0 for 4. Luis Arias 2 for 4. Machado 0 for 4. Gavin Schitz 1 for 4. Cronenworth 1 for 3 in RBI. Bogarts 1 for 4 in RBI. Brooks 0 for 2. Iglesias 0 for 2. Diaz 1 for 4 in RBI. And Johnson 1 for 3. So yeah, man, a good win for the Dodgers tonight. A bunch of positives, especially with Emmett Sheen and Robleski. And then Will Smith walking it off for the series win. I didn't want to go to the 9th inning in a close game like that, but win's a win, you'll take them. And all of a sudden, they have a 4.5 game lead. But yeah, there's not really much more to say than the Dodgers on the Padres again. So, it was a close one, but Dodgers able to get it done. But tomorrow, they'll go for the sweep. Yamamoto against Ryan Bergert. So, Dodgers will go for their 47th win tomorrow and look for a series sweep. But even if they lose, it is what it is. They took the first 3. I just hope Yamamoto has a bounce-back outing after the Giants outing. But then after this, they'll play the Nationals for 3 games after tomorrow before they head on the road to Colorado. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Walk-off win. And Dodgers will take the first 3. So until next time, Mac a lot. Peace, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.